Hi there, thank you for joining me in part 2, and today we are going to continue with our tutorial and make the ice blue summer lace shawl. This is what my daughter's one that I made for her looks like, and it's got a lovely edging. This is the edge there, you can see it, lovely, I love it. And yes, it's the same as I've got on, but in the tutorial I'll explain to you how you determine what your size is. So yes, let's get going. You've already made 3 of this if you watched the previous tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how you continue to make this little yoke, then the neckline, and then the body. So join me and let's get going. So in part 1, I showed you how to make a square like this, the iced blue lace granny square, and I showed you how to crochet 1, join as you go to the other one. Now I'm going to show you how to turn that into a summer lace poncho. So what you need is, I'm just going to explain to you, for my one I'm using 6. So this is what I've done, right? So I have crocheted together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and obviously you need to turn it over because this is the top of a poncho. And this is your neck, right? That's your neck. So we need our last, I'm going to show you how I'm going to put in my last little iced blue lace granny square here. But at first I would just want to, let's just talk about size. I'm making this for my daughter, right? And she needs 6 of these iced blue lace granny squares, and she's about a size 38, medium size, medium to large. Well, I'm quoting South African sizes now, but personally I am about half a head taller than her. I'm double the weight of that little girl, of that 21-year-old. So I have curves. You have seen me in my other videos. And so in my one that I made for myself, I needed an extra block, right? So mine looked like this. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8 blocks. So that's what mine looked like, right? So I had 1, 2, 3 in the front, 1, 2, 3 in the back, and number 4 and 5 lies on my shoulders. And what is nice about that is it actually forms a little pattern. You can see it's not just a straight triangle. It's as if it goes up and down, right? Like that. Okay, so, but that is too big for her. I mean, it just goes right off her little shoulders. And my mom is also very short, a head shorter than I am, and small. And I tried it on her, and I tried mine on her. And I literally had to take 1 block and remove it. So, and that is what I'm showing you today. So if you're going to make this, and you must now determine how many blocks do I need for my poncho. You're going to make your first block, right? And you're going to put it down. You're going to stand in front of the mirror, and you're going to put this first block, this one and only little block that you've made, you're going to put it where you can imagine where your cleavage is. There is your neck, and this is, say, where your cleavage starts, and you're going to put it there. And then you can just fold it up like this and say, is this close to your shoulder or on your shoulder? If it is on your shoulder, then you know you only need 3 times 2, which is 6 squares. If it's not on your shoulder yet, and you need this one to lie on your shoulder, then you know you need 8 squares. So, because look, this is not made from a pattern. If I make ponchos, I don't usually use a pattern. I can't remember that I've ever used a pattern. I just make it for my size. And yes, so that's how you're going to determine it. So without crocheting it together, you can, because you only need to, because now this one, look, I can't use this one to crochet together because you need to be on a corner and you still need to do a side and then crochet together. And but you can do singles like this, say 3. If you do 3 like this, singles, and you do, say, this block, and you do this one, then you've got 2 blocks that you can put next to each other on your chest in the front, on right, to see how far does this go up. Does it reach my shoulder or not? Okay. Anyway, so that's what you do to determine how many squares you need, because this is where your cleavage is, this is where your shoulders is. How far is this? Yes, 6 blocks is going to be enough, or it's not enough. You make as many as you need. So now what I want to show you is how to just put this block in here. Now, in the last first part of this video, I showed you how to crochet this block right there. So let's just pretend that I'm going to do that part with you as well, because then we have finished this little, what are we going to call this? A little yoke. That's the little yoke part of it. So okay, let me just get you there again. Okay, so let's just continue with this yoke. Here I am, and there's my little corner loop. Let's just see like that. So now I'm just going to do what we've been doing, and I'm going to put a double crochet in that corner, and I'm going to add another double crochet and 1 chain, and I'm going to find the corresponding corner, go through and just a chain. But now I'm also going to find the corner on this side, and I'm going to go through that one and yarn over, pull through, and just make a slip stitch, right? And then 1 chain, and then I'm going to come back into my little corner and finish the pattern of 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. There we go. Now I'm going to jump into the next one. Remember how we do it, 1 2 3, and I'm going to fix it, and it's like that, a double crochet. I'm just crocheting this way now because I want to show you the positioning where we're at. 1 chain, just like we did, and now we are connecting this block with this block. There's our V, like this. See, there it is, and it's been connected. And we find the next corresponding little space, like we've been doing, like I've showed you in the previous video. When you connect, just a slip stitch and 1 chain, and I'm going to turn the work so I can come closer to the camera here, and complete the pattern with another 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, jump into the next 6 chain loop, 1 2 3, fix the first double crochet, add a second double crochet, add 1 chain, find the corresponding next little loop, go through one, just grab it, single slip stitch, not single, there on the camera please, thank you, my apologies, and 2 double crochets to complete the pattern, 1 and 2, jump into the next 6 chain loop, 1 2 3, fix the first double crochet, fix the first double crochet, there you go, add another double crochet, add 1 chain, find the corresponding one, there we go, and slip stitch, 1 chain, complete the pattern with 2 double crochets, 1 and focus, lovely, 2, jump into the next 1 2 3, 6 chain loop, make a double crochet, make another double crochet, 1 chain, find the corresponding, we're nearly there, and 1 chain, after that slip stitch, finish the pattern with your 2 double crochets in the same 6 chain space, jump into that little corner and 2 double crochets, 1 and 2 and 1 chain. Now find the other corner. Where is it? There it is. Just go through, grab some yarn, pull it all nice and neat, slip stitch, 1 chain, and complete the pattern, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, jump into the next 1 2 3. Now you're just going to complete the last side because that was not yet done. 1 and 2, and in the same 6 chain loop. Now 1 2 3, in the next 6 chain loop, there we go, 1 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. So we only used that treble crochet there where we made the petals, and we're going to use it for the rest of this poncho. 1 2 3, there we go, add another crochet, double crochet, 2 chains, 1 2 chains, and 2 double crochets to complete the pattern. Jump to the, there we go, nearly finished. 1 2 3, pin it, double crochet, another double crochet, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets, and that is the end of that. And we're going to slip stitch in the top. This is our corner, remember that's your little corner loop, and we've put in there there's a double crochet, and that's your 3 chains that serves as a double crochet. So on the top there, just put a slip stitch, And that is the end. Let's just see. I'm not going to finish off. Just wait. Just pulling it out. Let's just see where we are. Orientation. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you lovely thing, you. You are beautiful. I call you beautiful because you're beautiful. There we are. Use your hands as irons and just lovely iron it out. This is going to look so gorgeous. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a round of double crochet, one space, double crochet, one space, double crochet, one space, all around. So we're going to put a row there all around, and we're going to put a row at the bottom here all around. So let's turn the work because this is where we ended. So let's turn the work, and this is how we're going to start. The way we ended is the way that we're going to start. Just a moment. So this is where we ended, but there is the corner. So what we're going to do is slip stitch, just slip to the corner. We're on our way to the corner. And in the corner, now the next one, I'm going into the corner like this. And I'm going to make a single crochet and 2 chains, and that will be a double crochet. And I'm going to repeat this little pattern that we had going all the way around, which is 2 double crochet, 2 chains, 2 double crochet. So add 1 more double crochet, 2 chains, and a double crochet and a double crochet. There we go. Right? So now 1 chain. Now you're going to jump there, past these first 2 stitches, right there. You're going to jump, you're going to jump in there, you yarn over because we're going to make a double crochet. Double crochet like this, and 1 chain, and 1 moment. Okay, we've got 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and skip 1. Let's just come right up to the camera. Skip 1, and in the next one I'm going to do a double crochet, and I'm literally going to chain 1 and skip 1 and go into the next one. So as the stitches present itself, come on, you're going to make a double crochet, chain 1, and look, that's where you were, skip 1, pick the next one. That is literally what you're going to do right around up to the next V. Skip 1 and in that one, you see, because there's 2 chains, so I'm picking 1 chain and a double crochet and a chain, and then it's there. So you're literally going to make a double crochet, chain 1, come on, skip 1, and in the next stitch. So skip a stitch, work a stitch, skip a stitch, work a stitch, skip a stitch, work a stitch. But there's 2 chains, so you're going to go into that chain, skip that chain, and work into that chain. And that's how we're going to go all the way around. Skip 1, and then I'm going to work right into that one. Double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch, in the next stitch, double crochet, come focus, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, work into the next stitch, and chain 1, skip a stitch, work into the next stitch, a double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, work into the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, work into the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1. And you're going to do this all the way around because we are creating a base for what is to come. And I'm going to meet you. Let me just pull out that. This is the V, right? So that's where I'm working now. Is here. Started in this corner, and I'm going skip a stitch, work a stitch, skip a stitch, work a stitch, skip a stitch, work a stitch. And if it looks a little bit uneven, ignore. It is right. It's going to turn out right. Just take my word for it. And in each stitch that you work, you put a double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, work the next one. All around, I'm going to meet you on that corner. So this is the corner. I am coming up to the corner, and I have been doing 1 double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch in every one, and I've landed there. So now I've chained 1. Now the idea is to make the corner like we did again, to make this corner again here. So I'm going to skip a stitch, and I would have put it there, and you can put it there, or you can just go into that space between the double crochets and make a space, chain, and now do a corner, and that is your double crochet, and 2 chains, turn your V, it's a V, not a corner, and do your double crochet, 2 double crochets. So that is the same as the previous row. You've got 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and you're going to chain 1, and you can also go into that space between the 2, and then 1 chain and skip a space, and that's just going to be there, 1 chain and skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, 1 chain, skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, and you're just going to continue like that. 1 chain, let me just see, that's that V. Let's just orientate where we are. So this is where we started, gone all around with our little border, not border, well, it's looks like a border at the moment, but it's going to be the base for the rest of the body. And we've gone around all the way, and we've come up here to the corner, and we've repeated the corner, which is 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. So we've just done that there, 1 in each, not 1 in each, double crochets, 1 chain, double crochet, chain, while skipping a stitch in between. But in the corner, we're just going to do what we've done in all the corners, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, and there you go. Continue all along, all the way until we meet each other again here. There we go. Now this is my V, front or back, whatever you want to call it, and I've made a double crochet and I've made 1 chain, and I'm going to go like we did there just before the corner, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. I'm going to go into that dip and make, because if well, it would have been there, you see, I was in that stitch, skip one, work the next stitch which is there, but I'm going to go in the loop, make a double crochet, 1 chain and a slip knot in the top of the 3 chains. Come on, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to end it off with a nice, always leave a nice tail end so you can work it in, and nice and tight. Okay, so let's see what I've done. This is what was done. I'm going to work in that end. Okay, that's the corner. So that's what we've done, that row that you see there, that row of double crochet and 1 chain space, double crochet. Looks like nothing at the moment. Don't judge this book by its cover. That is where it's at. And there's our next corner point, V point, and there we go, looking lovely. Now we must do the same. Let's orientate. Now we must do the same. So we've put a little border around here. Now we must do the same on the neckline here, and we're going to start at the, I say cleavage, but you know what I mean. You can say at the back or at the front. You're going to do the same either side. So first we're going to do our little single slip knot, like we always do. And okay, now we're just going to do it like this. Let me just get the work. And I want to do 3 double crochets and 3 double crochets in 1, like a decrease. So I'm going to, remember this is your corner, 2 double crochet. Please focus. Can I ask nicely? There we go. 2 double crochet, 2 chains, 2 double crochet. So I'm going to start here at the top of this, and I'm going to make a single crochet and 2 chains. Then I'm going to make half. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to make a double crochet, but I'm not going to finish it. So then in that corner, in the corner space, put a double crochet and don't finish it. Yarn over, go over into this corner, corresponding corner, double crochet, don't finish it. Everything is still on the hook, and in the next next stitch as it presents itself, but don't finish it, and yarn over, pull through like that as it presents itself. And now the first 3 and the second 3 is on your hook, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through them all, and I've created a corner. See, now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to work in the next one a double crochet, chain 1, and in the next, skip the next stitch, and in the next stitch work a double crochet, chain 1. You're just going to do the same. Skip the next stitch, work a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch, in the next stitch work a double crochet, and you're just going to continue. Now this is not a point, it's a V. So I'm going to see you. Let's just do this. Let's orientate. I'm going to see you at the, if this is the front, I'm going to see you at the back V. Okay, so here we are at the, whatever you want to call it, front or back V. So I'm going to yarn over. I've made a double crochet and 1 chain. Yarn over, and I'm going to pick 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 1, and I'm going to do it halfway, not finishing it off, right? And I'm doing another one. Where are you? There you are. And I'm doing it halfway. Then I'm doing the third one right in the corner, halfway, going round, and there we go. I'm seeing a stitch, and I'm doing it halfway, and the next one halfway, it's like half a double crochet because I'm not finishing it off, and the next one half a double crochet. Now with all 6 on the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there we go, and it's a double, and I'm going to finish them all off. See, because I had the 1 chain on the hook, and then I did the 3 half double crochets, 3 half, and finish them all off with 1. So you're creating, it looks like 3 double crochets, like a granny cluster, and 3, so it's a lovely corner you're creating here of the neckline. And 1 chain, skip 1 stitch, and into the next stitch that you find, you're going to do a double crochet, 1 chain, and going to look for the next stitch, find it, put a double crochet in it, 1 chain, and that's how you're just going to continue. Skip that stitch, take the next stitch, put a double crochet in it, 1 chain, and I'll see you at the opposite V. And we are finishing off this, and I've got a double crochet and a single double crochet, 1 chain, making another double crochet. Now this is the V, so we're going to go in there and make a double crochet, 1 chain, and then slip stitch into the, you know, that what we did here is those 3 and then these 3 all in 1, but we're just going to slip stitch in that top. There we go. See where we are? I want you to see exactly where we are. So I'm going to slip stitch in there and finish it off. So now leave a nice tail end there and finish it off nice and tight. There we go. And I'm quickly going to work in that end, and then we are going to finish off the neckline. Now let me just do this. So I just want to work it in here, these stitches 3 times, must be very nicely hidden. You know how I do it if you've been watching my other videos. It's to and fro 3 times, and then that does it. just going to go one more. That is it. Nice, neat, won't come out. Okay, I'm going to work in that end. And the other ends, let's orientate quickly where we are. Iron with my hand, iron with my hand. Lovely, lovely. So this is where we are. We've made a border around. Let's just bring it up close. That's what it looks like. In the V, that's what it looks like. All the way around, and this is what it looks like. Let's turn it around so we can see what the back looks like, or the front, whatever you'd like to call this. Same. Right, so we've made our little border around the top and the bottom. And I'm just going to work in these ends because I would like to work them in. Now, to know that the yoke is done, then we're going to start with the body. No, first we're going to do the neckline, which is very quick. Then we're going to do the body. Okay, work in your ends. See you in a minute. So this is it. I just want to show you the neckline. This is what we've created. A little border around all the way. And now we have finished with the rain day blue. Now I'm going to switch over to the iced blue. That looks like gray. Let's just see, it's called iced blue. It's the yarn that looks like gray. Okay, grab your iced blue. Okay, there we go. So make a slip knot like we've made many times before. And I'm going to start on the shoulder. On the shoulder here. Anywhere. And I'm going to work a single crochet into every stitch. And in the back loop. So let's do this. Single crochet in the back loop, and it's going to make a lovely ridge. Just a single crochet in the back loop with your iced blue. That's the name of the color, but it looks like gray. Looks like gray because in our rain blue we have all these. Goes from lighter to darker blues, and some of those very light blues actually looks like gray, but this is going to look beautiful. I'm just going to go with you to the V, and then I'll see you again. See what it's going to look like. It forms a little ridge. Where is it? Okay. So just make a single crochet in the back loop of every stitch. There's the back loop. Of every stitch as it presents itself. There we go. Okay, I'm going to see you at the dip. Okay, let's just join here. We're on our way to the dip, and I'm doing a single crochet in the back loop, single crochet in the back loop. That is 3 chains that forms a double crochet, and it's quite, I mean, you can't go through that. I'm going to go right next to it, right like that, in, and collect but not finish, and in the next one, which is the center one, and get some yarn there and not finish, and in there and not finish. And it's like we are decreasing, because this is the V, the inside. It's like the inside corner, so we're going this way. Okay, so now we're going up, and I'm choosing the next one, and I'm just in the back loop making a single crochet, and in the back loop making a single crochet, and in the back loop making a single crochet. There we go. And all the way to the other. This is the V. See? So see you at the other V. Here we are at the other V. So what I'm doing is I'm going into that stitch, back loop, single crochet. Now remember, we want this, so we're going to go into that one, no, like that, into the back of that one, into the back of that one, in those three, and we're not completing them. Now yarn over and through all the loops on the hook, take them off, and in the next one through the back loop. There we go, and you just continue. There we go, you've just formed that little V, front or back, and you're just going to continue what you've been doing, and I'll meet you where I started with this row of iced blue, which is to me gray. See, like that. Okay, here we go. One more to do. In the back loop, a single crochet, and then in that a slip stitch to connect it, one chain to go up, and then in the next one next to it, in the back loop, you start with a single crochet in the back, 1, 2. Now just hang on a minute. Now we're going to do a picot, which is your 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to come back right there and go through, yarn over and make a slip stitch just to make a little loop. That is your tiny little picot. And into the next back loop you're going to put 3 single crochets, 1 and 2 and 3, and time for another little picot. 3 chains, and right there through those 2 loops, yarn over and just pull through everything to close the little loop, your little 3 chain loop, and single crochet in the back of the next stitch, single crochet in the back loop of the next stitch, and a 3rd single crochet. And this is, it's going to be such a beautiful, this is the last row of the neckline. It is only the 2 rows of single crochet, but the second row, every 3rd stitch is a little 3 chain picot. So here we're going to do a little picot again, 1, 2, and 3 chains, and back through those 2 loops, yarn over and through everything just to close that little loop, and continue. Okay, so see you in a bit. This is what it looks like. It looks really lovely. Okay, so this is where we are. We're at the V. I've just finished 3 single crochets in the back loop and a little picot, and I'm right at the V. So I'm going to go in the back loop, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do the same as if we're decreasing. There we go, and pull them all together, and then I'm going to do the next one, and 1, 2, but now that 1 counts as 1, so it's actually, since that picot, it's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to make a little picot now. See, so 1, 2, and 3, and just through those 2 little loops, yarn over, pull through everything to make it. We just do another 3, then I can show you what that looks like. Through the back loop, 1 double crochet, one single crochet in the back loop. There we go, 3 single crochets in the back loop, and this is what our V looks like. See how beautiful that looks, just so it's centered and it looks easy on the eye. It looks like everything is balancing out. Okay, and that is how it looks from the start here. It's going to be so beautiful. These little picots makes it look really feminine little touch. Okay, see you at the other V right there. So let's see. I am supposed to do, I've just done a little picot. Now here is the dip. I'm supposed to do 1, 2, 3 single crochets in the back loop and put a picot here. But this is in that corner where we reduce. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a single crochet in the back loop and a second single crochet in the back loop. And when I do my third one, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. It's going to be my reducing stitch and through all. And then I'm going to do a picot, 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to go through there. Don't be so tight. Come like this and through, and then into the next one. So because there's no pattern here, you just make it look balanced and right. You see, everything is then just beautifully balanced. There we go, that's our V. Okay, and continue up to the shoulder. I'll meet you here at the shoulder. If you remember, I started with 2 and did a picot. So here I'm on my third one, and I'm going to do a picot, 1, 2, and 3, and just connect it quickly. And then pull through everything, tighten that little whole loop, and then I'm going to do 1 in the back loop, and then just through that single crochet I'm going to do a slip to connect. Can you see that it is now evenly spaced? So let me just get rid of that. So this is what I did. Like that. Can you see that my picots is evenly spaced? And that's the idea. The idea is to have balance. It must just look right. It doesn't have to be perfect because we don't have a pattern here. We're winging it. See, there we go, there we go, there. All around our little picots is forming such a beautiful end. And I'm quickly going to work in those two little ends, and then we're going to have recap. Okay, and we are done. Look at our gorgeous little picots. Everything is done. There we had our 2 rows of single crochet worked in the back loop, and the second row of single crochet had every third single crochet a little picot. Fantastic, and that is our little yoke done. Now we need to do the body, and the body, you're going to make it as long as you want it, as long as your preference, whatever you want to wear this to. This is like a little, it's going to play the role of a little summer cardigan. You have a sleeveless, round neck sleeveless little top, and you just want to throw something over. This is what you're going to throw over. So let's start with the body. And for that, we're going to go to the point, and we're going to start there. So let's just grab our hook and our iced blue yarn and make a little slip knot. Very popular. How many slip knots are being made every day? Wish I knew the answer to that question. Okay, here we go. In the 2 chain space, I'm going to make a single crochet. Like this. And chain another 3. 1, 2, 3, so that it's equal to 4 chains, because we are going to make a treble crochet. Another 2 treble crochets, yarn over, into the same space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. There you go. Yarn over in the same space, and bring the yarn through, yarn over the loop, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. There is your 3 treble crochets. 2 chains, 1, 2, and I'm turning the point, yarn over the hook twice. Now another 3 treble crochets in that same space. So like that, and yarn over, and now obviously this stitch I showed you in part 1 of our iced blue lace granny square. That little straggler end is getting in my way. Pull through, pull through, pull through. Lovely. Chain 1. We just get some more yarn. And now look, we've already laid the base for our pattern, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. So we're going to follow that pattern, but in treble crochets. So I've made a space, chain, yarn over. I'm going to skip the first stitch, and I'm going into the next one. And I'm going to do a treble crochet. There we go. 1 chain, and I love this stitch. Yeah, swing is what it feels like. And I'm going to work a treble crochet on top of the previous row's double crochet. So in the top of that double crochet, just go in, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 1, yarn over, and on top of the previous rows, the next double crochet, as it presents itself, you just work your treble crochet on top of each double crochet of the previous row. and chain 1. Let me just put that thing this way because it's getting in the way. And this is what you're going to be doing. In the top of each double crochet of the previous row, you're going to work a treble crochet. And I'm going to see you at the next point. This is what it's going to look like. This body is going to be beautiful. Okay, see you there. There we go. I keep on wanting to make the mistake of doing 2 chains. I think, is it a little trick that the mind plays because I have to yarn over twice, that I want to chain twice? No, 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 no. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it, love it. Okay, so we're getting to another point, and this is how it's going to work. That's our little corner that we had there, and I've worked a treble crochet into the previous double crochet. I've skipped a chain, and then in the beginning of that little cluster in the corner, and in this case it's 2 double crochet cluster, I make a treble crochet and 1 chain, and then I'm going to make 3 treble crochets in this corner, chain 2 and 3 treble crochets. See, around the hook twice in that corner, and there we go. Swing, swing is what it feels like. There we go. 3 treble crochets and 2 chains, 1, 2, swing, yarn over twice, and there we go. 1 treble crochet, 2 treble crochet, and 3 treble crochet, 1 chain, and yarn over the hook twice, skip the first one, in the second one make a treble crochet, chain 1, and continue the pattern. So skip that one, and on top of every double crochet as it presents itself, you make a treble crochet. So it's treble crochet, chain 1, and then on top of the previous double crochet a treble crochet, and that's how you're going to continue. So I'm going to meet you where we started off again. Here we go, and I'm on my last one, chain 1, and it's going to be a slip stitch in the top of this treble crochet like this. Right, beautiful. Now at this point you would want to make chains up and continue, but do not. What we're going to do in this pattern is you're going to slip stitch in the back of that and in the back of that one to the corner, and you're going to put the hook in the corner and make a single crochet. That's 1 stitch, 2, 3, 4. Counts as your 4 chains, and that's going to sort of be like a treble crochet. The reason why I say to do it this way is I've done it before, where I did it from here up 4 chains, 1 chain, and then continue the pattern. But that 4 chains up starts becoming, it sort of travels to the right of your garment, and I had to pull it out because it really shows. I mean, in a fine mesh like this, you actually see any mistake. So do not be tempted to just continue up. actually just slip stitch to the corner and do it this way. Okay, there we have our 4 chains, and we're going to do a treble crochet, second one, and a third one, and we're going to chain 2, and my goodness, there we go, and we're going to do 3 more treble crochets into that corner space. 1, 2, 3 treble crochets, like so. Let me just get some yarn here. Right, chain 1 and treble crochet, and you're going to put the next treble crochet not there, it's going to be the last of the 3, 1, 2, 3 treble crochets. It will always be the last one. There we go. This you must please remember. Double, there we go. Treble crochet, yarn over, and there we go. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 1, and you're just going to continue to this and do the next point, and I'll meet you back here. And I've come up to here, and now you're going to put a treble crochet in the first treble crochet of your cluster. 1 chain space, and don't be tempted to put it anywhere else but in the corner. It must only go into the corner. So this is how we're going to build. Every time this is going to be a treble crochet, 1 and 2 and 3, 2 chains and a treble crochet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 chain and a treble crochet in of this 3 treble crochet cluster. You're always going to put it in the last treble crochet, and every corner will look like this. Every corner on this side of the garment. The front corner is looking different, like I told you, but this one is going to look like this. Every corner, not every corner, every point, you're going to put a treble crochet in the first of the 3 treble crochet cluster, 1 chain, and you're going to skip to the corner, 3 treble crochets, 2 chains, 3 treble crochets, 1 chain, and then go to the last of this 3 treble crochet. It might look like it's pulling a bit, but just take my word for it. I've done it before. It works out perfectly fine. But that's how your corners are going to look. And then another 1 chain, and you're going to continue working on the previous row, just building like you did, like this, like that. This is what it's going to look like. Okay, so I'll meet you at the beginning again. So here we are at the end of that row, and this is what it's going to look. So this side is going to look like this every time. I've made a treble crochet, 1 chain, and I'm going to yarn over twice. And now you see there is the 4 chains that served as a treble, and I must push through there and just make a treble crochet and 1 chain, and then I look for the top chain, and that's the top of that treble crochet, so that is the top of that treble crochet chain, and a slip stitch, and that is it. And then how to get here, we're going to slip in the back, just slip in the back of that top of the treble crochet, slip in the back of that stitch again, into the corner, make a single crochet and chain 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the single crochet and 3 chains, which counts as 4. And then we're going to repeat. So this, every time you come to this side, you're going, when you meet up, you're going to slip stitch to the corner and do this. On the other side, just check, what does the other side look like? There's nothing here to be done. You're just going to do your treble crochet here, 1 chain, into the corner, do the corner, 1 chain space, and into the last treble crochet of the cluster. So the next time you come around, you will be working in the corner and into the last treble of the treble crochet cluster. And here, every time into the first treble of the treble crochet cluster, and there as well, into the first treble of the treble crochet cluster. So that's what the one side looks like, and this is what this side looks like. So this side where you join up every time that is the important part. Well, everything is important, but this is very tricky, and just keep on with this pattern that we've done it here. And now you're going to make it, if this one I'm making has, remember our yoke has 6 blocks, and I'm going to continue till row 11, 12, round about there, and then try it on. And if you try yours on and you reckon there is 1 row short, then leave it, because that's going to be our border. Okay, so now you're just going to continue the way we've done it for about 8 rows and then start measuring it. I'm just going to show you where I am. I have done 10 rows. Then I called my daughter and I said, come hither. Let's throw this over your head. Try it on. Let's see if it fits. And how long do you want it? So there, this is what we've got. Little yoke, and I started with my rows and my rows. And she said, we stopped at, I think, 10 or 11 rows. And she said, no, she wanted a little bit longer. She wants it to cover her rear end in jeans. No problem with that. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rows. So this is my last row that I made of mesh, of this mesh. Now we are going to do the border. Beautiful border. So get ready for a lovely border. And I don't know how many rows you put on it. It just depends how long you want it. So hers is slightly over her elbows, but she wanted it longer. And she is tall for a girl. But there we go. So here we are on our last row. Now I'm going to do 1 chain, going to connect with a slip stitch in the top of that 4 chain space. We're going to slip to the corner, so in the back space, in that the back loop of that top of the treble crochet, tongue twister here. Hey, I'm going to just crawl to the corner, and as we've been doing, I'm going to do a single crochet, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. That's my 4 chains. And I'm going now, our pattern is going to be for the border again, like we did with our little petals. In our petals we used 4 treble crochets, and we nearly completed the petal. We did them all like 2/3 of the way, and when they were all done, we just ended them off so that they looked like a petal. So we're going to do that again, but not 4, we're going to do 3. So this is what we're going to do. Here we go. Focus, and yarn over twice into the loop, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pause. Yarn over twice, go through the corner, pull through, and pull through 2, pull through 2, pause. So you have the equivalent of 3 treble crochets on the hook. Yarn over, pull through everything, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you'll be happy to know that in this border, the entire row will be going chain 3. So yarn over twice. Now in the same corner, we're making a corner now, we're going to do another 3 treble crochet. So yarn, pull through 2, and pause. Yarn over twice, go and grab some yarn, and yarn over, pull through 2, pause. Yarn over twice, go through the corner, grab some yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we've got 3 treble crochets done 2/3 of the way. Yarn over, pull through everything, and that's your little petal. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is what we're going to do now. So you're going to do this 3 treble crochet petal all the way. Yarn over twice, and the next place that you are going to put in is there. There's your corner. You're going to make a petal there, skip 1 mesh, 1 opening of the mesh, and in the next one again. Skip 1 mesh, and in the next one again. So let's just do that. Let's just do 1 or 2, and it's going to be yarn over twice like we've been doing. So this should be second nature by now, like so, and all the way, chain 3 chains. If you're not sure, because I had to look twice, if you hold the petal like this, let me just bring it closer to the camera, then you can see there should be, you see that little, it's like the side of the V, 1, 2, 3. If you see 3 on there, that's what you need to have. So it's chain 3, then yarn over twice, and we're going to skip 1, and into the next one we're going to make a little petal. There we go. Yarn over twice, and come, focus, yarn over twice. There we go. And through everything, 1, 2, 3 chains, and that is what it's going to look like. You're going to skip 1, make 1, skip 1, make 1, and I will see you on the other point. And then we're going to go around here, and then only 1 little row to end it off, and that is the end. So the end is in sight. Okay, continue, and I'll see you at the other end. Just a little update. There's our corner where we started, and this is what it's going to look like. See these petals? This is what it looks like. A petal, 3 chains, a petal, 3 chains, and every time in this mesh you're just going to skip 1, make 1, skip 1, make 1. Never have to think how many chains, because it's going to be 3 chains all the way. Okay. Here I am at the other V. I've crocheted 3 chains and yarn over twice. I'm in the corner, and we're just going to make 3 treble crochets 2/3 of the way and pause, another treble crochet 2/3 of the way and pause, and through it all, and 1, 2 and 3 chains, and just get some yarn. Let me just get some yarn here. There we go. And then make another petal, and 1, 2 and pause, and another treble crochet 2/3 of the way and pause, another treble crochet 2/3 of the way and pause, and yarn over, pull through it all, 1, 2, 3 chains, and not, there we go, absolutely there. We're going to put in another petal, and that is going to be that. And then we can quickly have a look at what our corner looks like. 1, 2, 3 chains, and let's see, that's our corner. See, it's just going to look like that. And then I meet you at the beginning again. Here we go on our last row. Just end off this row with a chain 3, and it's 1, 2, 3. Make a, I just go through that little, those 3, and grab some yarn on the other side and make a slip stitch and just tighten it nicely. Then the entire last row is chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to make a single crochet in the top. There we go. In the top of that, there we go. In that top, you see that little V? You've got the 2 strands. There you go. And just a single crochet. And then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and find the next little petal, put your hook in there and make a single crochet and 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a single crochet in the top of the next petal. And that is the entire last round. Is going to be this. Single crochet in the top, 5 chains. Single crochet in the top of the petal, 5 chains. Okay, see you at the beginning here, and then we end it off. I just want to show you what I did here on the, you know, we've been doing single crochet, 5 chains, single crochet, and there we go, there's our corner. And what do? Nothing, you just continue. Single crochet on the top of that petal, 5 chains, single crochet on the top of that petal, and around we go. So you're just going to continue. The entire last round is 5 chains, single crochet. Single crochet in the top of every petal, 5 chains to hop to the next petal. There we go. Just wanted to show you that. To end it off, we are just going to make a little slip stitch right into that little stitch there. Come on. Pull it through and snip off. And I'm just going to do that. And then work it in like nice and tight. And that is the end. So now let me just get this garment turned around. So let's have a look. This is our little beautiful neck and the little yoke that we've made so beautifully, and then our body. I'm going to lie this on my bed so that I can show you some pictures, but look at that beautiful, you know, if you, I just shook it like that and everything just falls into place. this cotton has a beautiful drape, an absolutely beautiful drape, and it is so soft. Isn't that beautiful? What a lovely mesh. Imagine going to a braai in the evening. South Africans going to a braai, barbecue. No, we have a braai. And then there's, this is for, like spring. It's not quite warm enough, and it might be chillos. There's a breeze. So you have your round neck sleeveless top on, and you just want to throw over this cotton equal to a cardigan, just to keep warm. And then this is perfect. Okay, so I am going to add some pictures at the back, at the end, so that you can see what this looks like. I don't have enough space here, workspace here, but you can see this. Oh, lovely, the way it hangs. Beautiful. Okay, thank you for joining me. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And please give me a comment below whether you like this, whether you used it, how many blocks you used, and if this, the way that I explained it, the sizing and everything, works for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.